So, welcome back to our next live action battle report. This time we have a KO army, obviously from my side, Barak Thryng, with here on my display board that I built during the last lockdown, with a lot of wounds. Let's start maybe with the general, Endron Master, with the Endron Harness. He's the general with the supremely stubborn trait, so he can fight back on a 2+ instead of a 4+. And he's wielding the Grudge Hammer, which adds +1 to hit on his melee attacks and a chance for some couple of mortal wounds when he's fighting against a grudged hero. Then we have the Ironclad with the Sky Cannon and the Battle Ram. We have a Gunholder without any trait, just the Sky Cannon. We have up here 3 Engine Riggers with Volley Gun and Grapnel. And then we have 1 unit of Arcanauts with all the special weapons, another unit of 10 Arcanauts, and another unit of, well, let's call them Militia Arcanauts, because these are a couple of proxies, my Shadow Warriors, some Iron Drakes, and a Clan Warrior, but basically they are Arcanauts with all the special weapons. Then we have the mighty Celestant Prime, Duardin Prime, here as an ally, and 1 unit of 3 Aetherwings here, and another unit of 3 Aetherwings up here to complete my allies. And then for the 1 and 4 Duardin units, we have 20 Hearthguard Bezerkers with the broad axes, and leading them into battle or through the tunnels is a Runesmiter. In total, 12 drops, 1980 points. And let's see who we are fighting against today.
Okay, hi, I'm Martin. I'm playing Maggot Kind of Nurgle today in the Blessed Suns subfaction. What I'm taking with me is a Great Unclean One, who's my general. His command trait is the Foul Conqueror. That means he can, for free, give a unit of Rotbringers auto 6 run in the movement phase. He's carrying the Bale and the Bile Blade, so that's +3 movement to Nurgle units within 7 of him, and the Blade gives him +1 to cast if he injures himself with it. Next to him are 30 Plaguebearers, pretty standard. They're -2 to hit from shooting and -1 in close combat when they're over 20. And then I have a Blight Cyst. So with the Lord of Blights, Harbinger of Decay, 1 unit of 20 Blightkings, and then 3 × 5 Blightkings. The Blight Cyst gives the Blightkings -1 rend, and also enemies don't get the benefit of cover in close combat against Blightkings. And artifacts, the Great Unclean One has the Endless Gift. That means any wounds he takes in a turn, I roll a dice for each wound in the battle shock phase, and for each 4+ he heals that wound. And the Harbinger of Decay has the Blotshell Bile Plate, which is the tax artifact for this subfaction. Although it's not too bad, it's reroll all save rolls.
And that's on the Blight Lord?
That's on the Harbinger of Decay.
Okay.
He's got nothing.
He's got nothing. Okay, well, you could say a good opponent for KO in terms of anti-shooting. A lot of wounds, a lot of bodies, a lot of minuses to hit. But I think with my Barak Thryng support from melee units, maybe we have a fair game.
Should I also say his spell?
Oh yes, please.
Because he's got the Favoured Poxes spell, so that means he chooses an enemy unit and they are -1 to hit, wound and save until he either dies or casts another spell or moves.
Okay. And that's 14-inch range?
14-inch range, yeah.
14-inch. Everything's multiples of 7 in the center.
Yeah.
But some things within, so that's always handy.
Yeah, some are within, and also a lot of spells go on 7 because that's Nurgle's number, and it's not.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
cinematic, I think, is the
Thematic, yeah.
or thematic,
Yeah.
narrative, cinematic, those ugly words. Okay, we will be playing Forcing the Hand today. And let's go into setup of our table. So this is us deployed. Let's go through deployment quickly. As I said, playing Forcing the Hand with 3 objectives on either side, and then one needs to be nominated to be worth 3 points. And so I have 10 Arcanauts here, a couple of them tagging the objective. Aetherwings here, so just in case they can either put bodies on this or on that objective. Another 10 here, ready to then move on to the center objective. The engine riggers hugging my ironclad, just to be able to fly high with it. The ironclad general is inside. And then we have these Arcanauts on probation here. A couple of them sitting on this objective. Aetherwings and the gun hauler. Far back, so they are not within threat range of the Nurgle Blightkings over here. We have the tree in the center because it's set up before choosing sides. And then over here, Martin, what's what?
This is actually 2 units of Blightkings. The ones with the blue skin sort of separate the unit of 5 from the big unit of 20. Then I got my 20 Plaguebearers.
30, is it?
30 Plaguebearers, that's right. Then 5 and 5. A lot of Blights is hanging back here, and the Harbinger of Decay and Great Unclean One here, so that as much as possible was within his 7-inch movement buff, and yeah, that's it really.
That's it. Okay,
Yeah.
I selected 2 smaller heroes as the Barak Thryng grudged units, and then the big unit of 20 Blightkings, because I thought there's no sense in you putting it on the Plaguebearers because of their potential -4 to be hit. I don't know if the reroll ones will save me. I think the big threat is the 20 man unit. Okay, then you also already rolled on the Cycle of Corruption.
Yeah, so it's stage 2, so I get +1 to wound in the combat phase.
+1 to wound in combat phase for Nurgle units. Yeah. Okay, and then the most important question, would you like to start first turn or not?
I think I will.
Okay.
For 2 reasons. To get his Feel No Pain up on my mortal units, and then I thought that probably if I gave it away, some Hearthguard Bezerkers will come in here and basically totally pin me in for the rest of the game.
That's very possible. Yeah, I forgot to mention, so obviously Hearthguard and Runesmiter in the tunnel, and the Celestant Prime is circling above, collecting attacks. Okay, then your first turn will come back after the hero phase. Okay, end of hero phase. What happened?
He moved the Nurgle wheel to stage 1, so my whole army gets +2 to move. He put Cloud of Flies on the Blightkings, the big unit of 20, so that they're -2 to be hit in shooting and -1 in close combat, as long as they have 20 or more, which they currently do. And the Harbinger spent a command point as well for his Morbid Vigor, so that mortal Nurgle units within 7 of him get a 5+ damage prevention roll. And that's it, really. Nothing else.
Yeah,
really
the Guo hurt himself for extra casting and then healed back up.
Then he healed back and he tried Mystic Shield and he failed it miserably.
Yeah, on a double one. Okay, and you managed to accumulate 7
Yes.
summoning points, so that might be interesting to summon some units on these objectives up front, wholly within 12 of the tree. And I selected this objective back here to be the primary one, just because I think it's the safest one currently, so he can't get people on it. Okay, then let's get into movement phase. End of movement phase. So, Martin, tell us what happened.
Yeah, I basically just pushed out onto the objectives. I was trying to still leave stuff behind to guard my backfield until I know when the nasty stuff is going to come in. And then at the end of the movement, I summoned in 5 Plaguebearers to steal this objective.
Yes, outnumbering by 1.
By 1, yes.
Yeah, these are both units, the 5-man and the big one.
Yeah, the 5-man are going down here, and the big one are going sort of around them.
Okay, and everything else just moved up. Okay, do you have any shooting?
No, only him, but there's nothing in range.
Nothing in range. Any charges? No, everyone ran, except these guys maybe.
Yeah, these guys can run and charge because of the tree.
Ah, true.
They could try charge, but it would be stupid. So yeah, these units, but there's nothing in 12, so I can't declare any charges.
Okay, so then we go straight into Battle Shock. And end of Battle Shock, you score 5 points.
5 points, yeah.
Your own free, and then you steal these 2.
Yeah.
Bring you up to 5 points to my 0. And then let us know in my turn which one will be the primary.
Primary will be this one.
This one over here, behind the Blightkings. Okay, let's put down this cute Aethercast marker. Okay, then I'll go into my hero phase, and we'll come back maybe even after my movement phase, because hero phase not much is gonna happen in a KO army. End of my movement phase. Hero phase, nothing much happened, I just gained a command point. In the movement phase, these Arcanauts moved up to be within 9 of these Plaguebearers and to have more bodies on the objective. These Aetherwings moved up to maybe be able to charge in to the Blightkings to tag them on one end, or go wherever they need next turn. These Aetherwings moved up to block the pathway towards my objective. Gunholder used his +6-inch move once per game to get up here to, for once, shoot at the Harbinger, and then maybe tag the big unit on one end to maybe stop its advance. These Arcanauts, they moved up to just be 10 bodies on the objective, and then these Arcanauts down here, they ran onto the objective, outnumbering these 5-man unit of Blightkings. The ship moved up 10 inches to be within range of the 5-man, so my goal is to remove these 5 at least, and to remove these 5 Plaguebearers. And then I was not sure what to do. The Prime stayed in the heavens, but with my Hearthguard Bezerker I chose to bring him down. There's not much space, especially because of these guys here. So the idea was to have them somewhere to threaten the middle, but that's not possible. I don't want to put them down here off off the side because with a 4-inch move they're not doing much the rest of the game. So I decided to put them here. It's not the best choice, especially because I already had moved my other units in. But I fear that next turn, even if I get a double, then yes, I'd have space to put them down. But if I don't, then the rest of the game, these Plaguebearers, they could spread out. Everyone can spread out, and then they're just out of the game basically. So better to have them here, and we'll see. Maybe they get a good charge. Okay, so I'm gonna go into my shooting now. Okay, end of shooting phase, rather spectacular failure. I cannot manage to kill one Plaguebearer. If I'm lucky, he rolls a 1 on his battle shock, brings back six of them, and then no, you would not outnumber me, but you same number and I cannot get it back. So that's annoying. Here I managed to shoot down 2 Blightkings of the 5-man unit. With the Ironclad, Endermaster and the Ender Riggers, so also not as spectacular, and even with the long shot from the Skyhook from the Arcanauts back there. And then my Gunholder needed a 3 to hit with the single shot, the Harbinger rerolling 1s, and he rolled a 2, so that's that. Let's go into charges. Let's do the interesting one first. Hearthguard Bezerkers need a 9. Big numbers. 6. And I will spend my only command point to reroll. And we get a 9. Fantastic. So they're in, and I'm just going to quickly also roll for my Gunholder. He needs a 3-inch.
Yeah.
And he gets a 8. Okay, and for now, those are the only charges I want to do. Do I want to charge the Aetherwings? I'm gonna try to charge the Aetherwings, see what we get. So 9 and 8, and they get a 5. No, they're gonna stay. No, I'm gonna charge them over here, so to outnumber you in case you win your battle shock roll there to summon units back. Okay, let's go into the charge. End of combat. I have lost 1 Aetherwing here. They managed to kill 2 Plaguebearers. Then I lost 1 Hearthguard because the big unit didn't roll any 6s against them for their attacks, and the Gunholder used its gold to reroll saves and suffered 2 wounds. In total, Hearthguard managed to kill the remaining 3 of the 5-man unit and 2 of the bigger units, so they're below 20 now, which is good for me. Okay, battle shock. These guys are bravery 9 currently, so nothing can happen to this guy. Aetherwings are bravery 6, a 1. Do I need to reroll from you?
No, because the musician is dead.
Musician is dead. Okay, then they are fine. And you have battle shock for the big one? I don't think so.
For the big unit, no, because they're bravery effectively 10. And you lost 2 because they're +1 for the banner, and brings them to 9, and there's more than 10. So and they will take a battle shock, and no, not a 1.
No, not a 1, but the 2 doesn't do anything because they're bravery 10 as demons. Okay, so I'm scoring my objective here. 1, 2, 3 points for me. And let's go into the roll-off for second turn. I roll a 2 and a 5.
I take it.
You're gonna take the turn. Okay, we'll come back after your hero phase. Okay, end of movement phase already. We can see Harbinger moved up just to be within range of lookouts there. These are all stuck in combat. These 2 Plaguebearers, they retreated from the Aetherwings. The big unit ran up within 7 inches of the tree, so They will try to charge my Aetherwings. The ground on clean one.
Yeah, he cast favourite poxes, so on these Hearthguards, so they're -1 to wound, save, and hit. But that means he can't move himself.
Okay, so he's stuck there.
Yeah.
And these guys stayed where they were, and this hero just ran up into terrain.
Yep.
Basically. Okay. Also, we had a mortal wound on the gunholder from the Blight King.
Yeah, the
ability.
discharge, yeah.
Virulent discharge, but nothing
and,
else.
the one wound on that unit was healed with Plague Wind.
Yes. Okay. Would you care to roll your charges, or do you have any shooting?
I do actually. It's amazing. But I need to look up the Great and Cleveland shooting profile. Give me a second. 7 inches, D6 attacks, 3s and 2s, -2, 1.
Not bad.
D6 attacks.
4 attacks. Are you shooting at the gunholder?
At the gunholder,
yep.
yeah. 3s and 2s.
3 of them.
So 2 at -2 rend.
2 at -2. 6 of save. I save none.
So he goes up to 5 take.
Yeah, so 2 more wounds suffered. Okay.
So charges, yeah, these Plaguebearers need about a 6. This is a 6. 5, I would say, yeah. They need a 5.
You got a 6?
You got a 6, yes.
Okay. Any other charges?
Nothing else.
Nothing else. Okay, so we'll move them in and come back after combat. End of combat phase. Plaguebearers managed to kill 1 Aetherwing here and move enough bodies onto the objective to gain control. Aetherwing managed to kill 1 Plaguebearer in return. Here, the Blightkings managed to kill 6 Hearthguard Bezerkers because of the -1 save debuff. They had no save. And in return, I managed to kill 1 Blight King and cause an additional wound.
Yeah, they also.
Yeah, and more importantly, they killed the gunholder. Yep, basically that's it. Battle shock. Do you want to roll here to maybe get some units back?
No.
It's a free. No. And for them, I don't think you need to roll.
Blight Kings, no.
No. I'm gonna roll for Aetherwings. Bravery 6. So that's a 5. That's fine. And for the Hearthguard, they are currently 14. No. 13. So +1. Bravery 9. Let's roll. I don't have any command points. That is a 1. Do I need to reroll the 1 for some?
Only if you're within 7 of the Plaguebearer's pipes, which I don't think you are. No.
No. Okay, so a 1, 7, bravery 9. I'm fine. Okay, you score your freeze +1, 4 points. Getting you to
So
9 points.
Yeah, 9 + 3.
Okay, I will be back with my turn. Okay, end of my movement phase. These guys just shifted a bit back. The Aetherwing ran, and I just ran him over here, so he can retreat and charge, so he could charge in, stopping the Plaguebearers from piling in more units onto the objective once I charged him with the Ending Riggers to get more bodies on the objective. Arcanauts just moved up to be within shooting range. Runesmiter moved up, and he prayed for runic empowerment, so these guys are re-rolling all their wound rolls. These guys moved up. The Prime came down back here. I was debating to keep him up, but I figure I need to get rid of one of these big threats and start scoring, otherwise I won't be able to win this match. And putting him down here didn't seem as good of an option, because he won't kill as many Plaguebearers. He will not kill all of these. And putting him back here, he can use his Comet Shot to maybe deal 3 mortal wounds to the Harbinger. Ironclad flew high over here. Also, the plan is to shoot the Harbinger, and then the Hearthguard can deal more damage to the Blightkings. The Aetherwings, they ran for 16 inches, managed to get 3 bodies onto objective. So if I actually manage to kill the Harbinger, they would score this objective, which is good for me to score 4 points. And basically that's it. So I'm gonna go into my shooting now. Okay, end of shooting phase. These Arcanauts managed to shoot off the 2 remaining summoned Plaguebearers. The Arcanauts here, together with some shots from the ship, managed to kill 3 Blightkings from the big unit. I did not manage to shoot the Harbinger. He saved, rerolling all his saves. Managed to deal, I think, 1 damage from the Ender Rigas and 1 or 2 from the Comet Strike from the Prime. The big unclean one suffered 3 mortals from the Comet Strike, and so did the Blightkings. Okay, so charges. I will charge first with this Aetherwing here. He gets an 8 because he can retreat and charge, yes. So he's going here. Then I will charge with the Aetherwings for 8. Let's see where they go. Yeah. Oop. So they went over here. And then we will charge with the Prime. He needs a 9. Gets a 7. He will turn it into a 12 automatically with his ability. And that's all the charges. So, Hearthguard attacking. Exploding 6s from Barak Thryng. Rolled 10 6s. Just wanted to put this on record. Okay. Hearthguard with their super roll managed to kill I think 4 Blightkings in total. The Prime in return took 6 wounds back, and then another one from a dying Blightkking. So he's had 1 wound, but he himself also killed 3, I believe, or 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And here Aetherwing suffered a wound. They suffered a wound, but nothing much happened. So we'll go into Battle Shock. I have Battle Shock for the Hearthguard. They lost 3. They are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Bravery 9. With a do I suffer any? I get a +1 Bravery from him, so they can't fail. Basically, so Bravery 10. And then you need to roll for your Blightkings.
Yes, I would roll for Blightkings. So you said in -2?
Yeah, -2 from the Prime.
So that makes them 7 bravery.
So 2.
So that makes 9. Sorry, 7 bravery, and they lost
5.
9.
So you'll lose another 4.
Yeah. Let's take from the front, I think.
Yeah, because if you take from the back, you lose the objective.
Yeah.
Oh.
Losing 4, right?
Yep.
Losing 4 wound models to bravery is painful.
Yeah.
And the common demons. No.
Oh, on a 5.
No, they didn't lose any anyway, did they? By shooting.
Not this turn, no.
No, they didn't lose any. No.
No, because I shot the single unit.
The other one, yeah.
So I gain back my objective here with 13 models to your 11. This one's mine anyway, this one's mine, but I do not conquer that one.
Yeah.
So 3 points for me, taking me to 6 to your 9 points. And let's do the roll off for the third round. A 1.
3.
And if
I have to take it.
you'll take it. Okay. Then we'll be back after your hero phase and movement. Okay, after the movement phase, in the hero phase, you managed to kill my Celestant Prime with your magic wind.
Plague wind, yep.
Plague wind. And you failed to debuff the Hearthguard Bezerkers on a double 1. In the movement phase, you retreated the Blightkings to, stop access to your objective. The Harbinger also moved up towards Aetherwings. You summoned 5 more Plaguebearers back here to protect your objective here. These guys run up, these run forward. Nothing happened here in the middle, and then the Great Unclean one shot 1 bird down, and the Harbinger charged him already successfully. No more charges, so that's our only combat. No, we have combat time. Yeah. Okay. Okay, end of combat. Here, not much happened. The Aetherwing died, the Harbinger killed the remaining Aetherwing, and you score 3 points because here we are still tied 12 against 12, so it's still mine. Third turn, let's see what I can manage because, yeah, time's running out. I might be able to capture this one, but he pulled on more bodies. But even then, I score 4 points, and I'm still 3 points behind, so let's see what I can manage, maybe with a double turn. Okay, after my hero phase, where I failed to pray for runic empowerment, I went straight into the movement phase. The Endron Riggers retreated from combat, so I'm still keeping this objective. These guys moved forward, so did they, but keeping 1 behind, so in case he, conga line summons a tree and then something onto my objective. And the Ironclad flew high over here. The plan is to start shooting long-range weapons into these. So if I win the melee over here, I might be able to capture this objective, removing bodies there. And the rest of the shots, I'm just going to shoot into these guys here. With all the Arcanaut shots, maybe we can take away, 4 or 5. I think we need to start removing them, and then hopefully with a double turn, remove even more. Okay, so let's go into shooting. End of shooting. I managed to kill 3 Plaguebearers here, all 5 back there, and basically that's it. Let's go into charges. Hearthguard, they need a 3-inch. They get a 5. 5. I think 5 is alright. I can pile in. Or do I want to reroll? No, that's fine. And the ship's gonna try to charge. Needs a 9. Gets a 5. I will reroll for. Will I? Yeah, reroll for a command point. The one I forgot to spend while shooting. Still need a 9. And I get a 7. Nope. Okay, ship staying where it is. And let's go into combat. Alright, in the combat I managed to kill the Harbinger straight out on his 4 remaining wounds. And 2 more Blightkings, and then in return they killed 1 Hearthguard. And no other combat. Battle shock for me, they're 9, bravery 8, so nothing can happen here. With the 1 for you, you lost here. Plaguebearers, they lost 3. It's a 4. No, not a 1.
No, I was just fishing for 1.
Yeah, and I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 models on your objective.
Yeah.
He's not, and you've got 3, so I take that one. And here I still I'll tie you, so to say, down here. So that's 4 points for me. And let's go into the roll-off for round 4. When they die, do they do mortals back?
That's true. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah. Let's do that. On
One mortal wound.
1 mortal wound on a 4+. I save it. Okay. Nothing happened.
So.
Roll off. 5. Double turn for Kharadron. Yes, please. Finally. Okay. My 4th turn. Okay. End of movement. This one's still the primary. Ironclad just moved up. Do I want to move these guys? Actually, no. Arcanauts run off, but staying outside of 3, wholly within 9 of their objective. Same with them, but still being careful of this one. I forgot to move my Runesmiter. Although I think he's fine over here, so you cannot summon something back here. Still within 10. They're in combat. That's all I have left. Let's go to shooting.
Yeah.
Okay, end of shooting. Spending gold on these Arcanauts for rerolling hits, and a command point for rerolling ones to hit for the ship. I managed to kill 8 Plaguebearers, reducing them to 18, so no more -2. And basically that's all it is. Charges. I'm gonna charge the ship. I think it's about 5 inches away from your hero.
Oh, that guy?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's roll. A 6, so that's good.
I can measure if you want. Yep, you're in.
Yeah, 6 fine. I'm gonna do the battle ram. Each 4+ is a mortal wound. That would be 2 mortal wounds on him. And then I'm gonna charge in these Arcanauts. They need a 3. And they manage a 7. Okay, we'll be back after combat. Okay, end of combat. I managed to kill, I think, 3 or 4 more Plaguebearers. The Endry Master killed off the hero back here. They finished off the Blightkings. So we have a battle shock for my Hearthguard. They lost 3. They are bravery 8 currently. So on a 6. 5 plus 3, 8. They're fine. And then your Plaguebearers, you're looking for a 1.
I need a 1, yeah, otherwise I'm going to lose a lot.
And it's a 5.
5 plus 11.
5 plus 11 is 16.
And they are still more than 10, right?
Yes, I believe so.
So I lose 5.
Okay. So that will score me this one, 2, 3, your one for 4 points. Sadly, I did not manage to get one here because you pulled away models, and when the Ironclad was able to pile in after its charge, I had to go towards the Great Unclean one. So, yeah, 4 points with this objective unguarded. I think it's looking okay for me now, but we'll see what you can do with a potential double turn. Okay, Martin, take us through your hero and movement phase.
Yeah, I figured, well, in the hero phase, it wasn't too bad actually. The Great Unclean one got both his spells off. I moved the cycle again to the +2 movement. And he cast Plague Wind and injured him and did a wound on the Hearthguard.
I think you even killed one, yep.
Did he? Oh yeah.
There was
a combination of that and the
tree,
yeah. And so I thought, well, I have to play for a double, so I ran those Blightkings to threaten that objective because they can do some damage. Especially in the next round, we're going to tick to the +1 to wound. Plaguebearers retreated to sort of defend that objective there. as much as they can. And the Grey and Clean one moved up this way to threaten this objective here, and he also brought in a Nalmor for potential summoning next round or extra contagion points.
Yeah.
Now
So shooting. I mean, he ran. Can he still shoot,
no,
or
he
is
didn't
that?
run. He moved 10.
Ah, he just moved 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's going to try shooting into them. So d6 shots.
1.
3 and 2 because he's not bracketed. So that's 5 and 2. Yep. So 2 rend and 1 damage.
2 rend, 1 damage. They have a 6 up. Yep, they make it.
Okay, then charges.
Charges. Who's gonna charge?
The only thing that
They
can't
run.
charge,
They run.
Yeah.
They retreated.
he's going to go for his charge.
He needs a what? Well, that's enough.
That's fine.
12.
And of course, he will charge. There we go. Have to take a couple off for the wall. 1 and 2.
Yeah, maybe 1 or 2. Yep.
Yeah. So 10 inch charge. We'll bring him over here.
Okay.
He does impact hits on a 4. I think.
Yeah.
Don't usually bring him in combat because the loadout he's got is useless at the moment for combat. A mountain of loathsome flesh. Roll a dice for each enemy unit within 1 mile of it. On a 4+ it's D3. Yeah.
4 plus D3 mortal wounds.
Yes.
5 D3.
It'll be a 1. No, 2.
2 mortal wounds. I'll take off these 2.
Yep.
Okay. Then we'll be back after combat. Okay. Only combat we had over here. You managed to kill 4 Arcanauts. They spend their gold, so they're -1 bravery. Let me roll for Battle Shock. They can reroll Battle Shock because they're on the objective. It's a 1. I don't need to reroll 1s anymore.
No,
Okay, I'll take this one because then that brings me to 5, and that's exactly what I need. And the one Hearthguard who died, they cannot fail, but with 1. So you score 2 points.
2 points, yeah.
Because you did not manage to get this one
No.
over here. Maybe next turn if you get the double. So we're moving into turn 5 now. Priority roll. I win ties, and I roll a 6.
So you'll take it.
And I'll take it. And you roll a. We don't know what that is. F3. Yeah. Yeah. I'll take it on because then I might lose this one if I don't. Okay, so we are tied at 14 to 14 points. End of my hero and movement phase. I just gained a command point. The ship moved closer. Maybe I should have disembarked the hero first onto the objective and then move it closer to have 2 models, but well, we'll see how that goes. The Enron riggers moved up to shoot in there or even charge if needed. These Arcanauts created kind of a wall. Even if he gets in, kills them, I still have 5 back here to hold the objective. And Runesmiter just moved over here. The Hearthguard ran in a circle, so he cannot summon onto either of these 2 objectives or from the Great and Clean one. And Arcanauts retreated from combat just to score the point. Basically, let's go into shooting. My aim is to kill these plague thingies and score 5 points, so it will be very hard for Martin to come back. Okay, end of my shooting phase. I managed to shoot off all the Plaguebearers and do 2 wounds over here. And that's basically it. I'm not going to charge anything. I'm going to score 5 points, which hopefully will be enough to claim victory today. But let's see what Martin can do with some cheeky summoning shenanigans. So, end of hero phase and movement phase. Last turn. Bottom of turn 5. What happened?
Great Unclean One, mortal wounded off 3 of the Arcanauts.
Yep.
Unfortunately, couldn't find a way to get rid of them all. Then round the tree, I summoned 5 Plaguebearers here, 5 Plaguebearers there for all of my summoning points.
Yep.
And we have 2 very hopeful charges here. Hopeful that they make 9 inches, and hopeful that they survive against Hearthguard Bezerkers.
After making a 9-inch charge.
After making a 9-inch charge, yeah, but they'll all get names if they do.
Yeah.
And then we have these Blight Kings, and they also need a really long charge to try
Yeah,
and
I think a
scoot
9
around
or
the near Arcanauts and get into the far
even
ones.
a 10-inch charge to get into these ones, and then hopefully kill enough to outnumber them.
Yeah, and then these just run on to win.
These
the
run on,
objective.
they outnumber the Ironclad, no problem. So
Yeah.
you score minimum 2 points, but you need 6 to win the game.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do, and he ran, so no shooting from him.
Yeah.
So let's do the charges. Which one is the most important one for you? So you can reroll one, at least one of those.
Yeah,
I
I've got
think.
one command point.
with a
So,
command point.
these ones probably won't make it. We'll try them first. These are the throwaway one. So
Okay.
they need a 9.
They get a 7.
7. So they've.
They could reroll if you want.
We could re-roll, but I'll try these
I
ones.
think that's the safer bet, yeah.
Yeah.
And they make a 10. They make it.
Yeah, they get in. So, of course, there's no guarantee that these guys will.
Well, I mean, these
survive
they
against
lost
Arcanauts.
3 and they have -1 from spending the gold, so I'm pretty sure these are going to run away. At least.
Question is if I have any left still on the.
I think so. I don't think 3 Arcanauts can kill 5 Plaguebearers
And
with a
then
5+ Pin.
We'll do the Great and Clean one.
The Great Unclean One, 6. That should be enough to get into the Smiter.
Yeah, that's the 6 here.
Yep.
So,
Oh, what just said?
his head's gone.
Disintegrating.
Yeah.
It's magnetized.
There we
Everything's
go.
fine. It's Nurgle. He's fine.
Yeah, he's wearing the angry head today. So on a 4+, D3 mortals. Yes.
Yes.
So he takes 2.
2 mortals leaves him at 2 wounds. Okay.
And
then
let's
the big
see what
one.
those Blight Kings get.
So I think they need a 10 because this is 9 and they
They
get an 11.
+1 for the bell is a 12.
A 12, yeah, they definitely make it. So we'll be back after piling charges and combat. Okay, end of combat. Battle shock. Your Plaguebearers lost 1.
They lost 1. On a 1 I get D6 back. No.
No, that's a 2. And nothing died here from your side. Then for me, they lost 2. They're -1, so that's basically 3. Bravery 6 for Arcanauts. That's a 3. So they're fine. And they lost 3, -1 from their gold, spending gold. Let's see. That's a 2. I'll take that. They could reroll because on objectives, but that's a 5. That is 4, 5, 6, bravery 6. Yeah, we're fine. No one runs.
Those dudes.
And those dudes probably run. They lost 4, -1 bravery, 5. It's a 6, so they're all gone. The auxiliary Arcanauts. Okay, so you score 1 here, 2, 3, 4,
18.
but not here.
No.
So 18 to 19, grand victory for Barak Thryng against a very tough opponent. Thank you, Martin, for the game.
Oh, thank you. It was good
It was very close. Some good charges all over. My 9-inch charge with the Fire Celeste in the second round or in the first round. Then here we had 11 or 12-inch charge here,
Yeah.
going for the special one. Good thing I chose this one as my primary. I wasn't
Yeah.
sure. So yeah, great
Yeah,
fun.
And it's like the thing with Blightkings is they're very swinging, and when you need them to get 6s,
Yeah, no sixes
not
here,
in
not
15
one.
attacks, yeah.
So yeah, Arcanauts held out. I must say I liked my Aetherwings here because they managed to threaten your objectives and do some sneaky charges here to avoid or stop you from piling onto this one to score it earlier. The Prime, I had to bring him round 2 with 5 attacks. I mean, he did some damage, but then he just died with 8 wounds, 3+ save. He just died right back.
But that was the key round when the Hearthguards rolled hot on the
6s, yeah, 10 6s for exploding 6s with re-rolling wounds.
But then I lost like 4, them plus the...
You lost a lot of Blightkings.
And I lost 4 to Battle Shock. So yeah, I lost.
Yeah, with his -2
that
especially.
Decimated the unit, and that basically freed up the path for these guys to come and steal this one.
Yeah, steal that one.
And you scored that in 3 turns or 2 turns this one?
2 or 3 turns, yeah.
Yeah, so
that's a lot.
a big difference.
But you scoring here first turn, that was also a good move. Scoring, like starting the game with.
With the little,
and the little. I think that the summoning here, that was a super clever move because it stopped me from putting down the Fire Slayers over here to threaten these objectives. I really like that move with just 5 dudes and taking the lead with 5 points from the start. That was a good game. Yeah. Part the Prime.
These guys got a bit wasted a bit.
I think the screening on the backside also with the hero was a bit unnecessary because I have no incentive to actually go there.
Yeah, and he's also like he's useful, the foot hero, because people forget about him. You run him around the side, and then he summons something in the 5th turn.
Yeah, he's a summoning beacon, so that's good. And these 5s. I mean, that's why you have the 5-man units. They just stand on objectives and screen your board.
Yeah, and 5 Blightkings is
Thinking about, I might have put the reroll ones, the 3rd one, on the Plaguebearers instead of both heroes.
No, they did that.
But it was great having exploding 6s, reroll wounds, reroll 1s for the Hearthguard on the against those Blightkings on the big block, but it took a lot of damage. I mean, your list is 203 wounds in total, and there's still, and then you summon back wounds. So
I still have
42 wounds here, 42 wounds there, and he still has 14. So that's a lot. But great game, very entertaining. Down to the last combat, the last battle shock, the last charges. Great fun. Thank you very much. And if you enjoyed this battle report, let us know in the comments. Hit like, subscribe, all the stuff I'm supposed to say. Just do it now. Click it, and hopefully we'll be able to bring you a new battle report soon. Bye bye.